wash time. So pull the trigger there a little quick. So I like to use a blower first. Blows off all the excess dust and makes it a little bit easier to wash. Then I use my pressure washer and I'll go through all that. It does help if there's a little bit of a breeze, because when you blow the dust up, out. Little pro tip. So we're looking somewhat good. It's still dusty, dirty. Don't forget to take your plugs out if you can. Set these aside. But just blowing the dust out is so helpful. It's just, it helps when you're washing it, especially when you're just spraying it down. Just gets that little extra dust off and dirt out before you actually apply water. Forgot to take out the back seats.
You.
So I got my spray can in, and I apologize, the lighting is horrible. The sun's to my back left. The wind's also blowing that same way. So if I put the camera over there, you're gonna just get nothing but spray and mist and probably nothing better than what you're already seeing. So I got my spray cannon. I'm gonna hook that up right now and we're gonna go from there. Next step, foam pad with some nice little microfiber. No secret to this, no tips to this, you just rub. Okay, this is the boring part. I'm gonna stop it here. I will follow up after I get this thing washed and rinsed off. So excuse the sound. My helper is keeping the RZR wet. We do have some pretty hard water out here and we're kind of in the sun. It's not that hot, but stuff will dry pretty quickly. I did want to show you, so pressure washing, doing the soap, I just used the Meguiar's Gold Class. I really like the, whatever it is, their Ultra or Ultimate or whatever. Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but that's what I usually use, but that's just what the store had. So I just use normal car wash. It works pretty well. I wipe it down, I dry it, but it doesn't get everything. And you will notice that after it starts to dry, you'll still have some haze to it, especially on all the black. Let me go to the side where it's already starting to dry. You just can't get all the dirt off. So, helper, will you go get the furniture polish? It's that yellow spray can. In fact, I actually use the spray. I don't wash it every trip or after every trip. I usually just kind of blow it down like I did earlier. But the spray really works well. It gets most of the dirt off, it shines it up. So after this, like you can see right here, I don't know if you can see it, but it just doesn't look that clean. And I scrubbed this thing down. I pressure washed it. I use this. I just use the cheap stuff because I go through it pretty quickly. But after this is dry, I will hit this up. The main reason for the pressure wash is to get all the dirt out of the nooks and crannies. This thing squeaks awful. I keep the sway bars greased pretty regularly. I did buy some I was looking for the WD-40 silicone. They didn't have it, so I got the Blaster Blaster silicone. I'm gonna do all the shock mounts. Hopefully that will help that, but this thing squeaks. What happens is all the dust and dirt get in between all of the where the plastic meets the metal. It just squeaks. Doing this stuff does not get all that. So the pressure washer gets most of that. So hopefully next trip will be a little less squeaky for about 10 minutes until I get it back in the dirt. But this stuff definitely, after you wash it, dry it, hit all the plastic stuff, even some of the metal, use this stuff, it will shine. I'll try to get a before and after, but like I said, you can see it just doesn't, the pressure washer and soap, it just doesn't make it shine. So I was going to film polishing the RZR, but as we were walking around just finishing drying, my lovely daughter found this sticking out of the front tire. It is a chunk of metal that's pretty sharp on both ends. So I'll try to show you where it was at. Again, it's kind of dark. Let me see. I kind of marked it with some red pencil. It was just sticking out, just kind of like that, just right out of the side. It's not leaking much air now, but when I pulled it out, you did hear a nice little squeal, so it's definitely gone all the way through. I'm going to film putting a plug in this. I've never plugged a tire before, so this is going to be a first for me. I do need to change my battery though. I don't think it's going to last, so I'm going to pull it back into the garage, get set up some room, and let the rest of the air out and start the process. See you soon.